Sneaker Gears, my name is Levi, and today welcome to a performance overview where we're looking at the next generation of basketball shoes, and that's the Adidas Next Level. Alright, so Adidas pretty much just took what everyone's been doing the last few years and just said, let's go, let's just ride with it. If you guys remember a few years ago, Nike came out with their Flyknit Hyper Dunks. These were hard to get on, and as soon as you got them on, you kind of didn't need to lace them up. The laces did help, so I don't want to say they didn't work, but you could see the evolution where, okay, maybe we can do without laces. Same thing goes, Jordan brand with the Russell Westbrook, why not? I know a lot of people, when once you put that shoe in, it is so tight, you almost don't need to lace them up, depending on your foot type. Under Armour, same thing with the Curry 4. This is one I do say you still need to lace them, but you kind of see that evolution of putting the shoe on and where we're going where, hey, maybe you don't need the laces. Now, Adidas took that and just said, screw the laces, we're going to do this. Now, Jordan actually had a similar mindset with their fast fit system where there's no laces, but it was supposed to be something you can quickly tie and quickly get off. And in my experience, it doesn't really work that way, although there are some positives to that shoe. This is a shoe you can quickly get on, not as quickly get off because it does suck on pretty tight, but it's taking the next evolution of a basketball shoe that really is just a casual shoe that performs really well, and I can see this taking off. Alright, so I said this is an overview, and that's because I wasn't able to get my true size. Normally, I get a 12 to 13, 12 and a half is perfect, depending on the shoe, and I was only able to get a 13 and a half, so this is not a true performance review, simply because this is not my true size, so I don't want to be inaccurate and say, hey, this is what you should do, and blah, blah, blah. I can say, honestly, if I got a 12 and a half, this probably would be perfect, so based on that limited experience, guys, take it for what it was worth, I would say go true to size. Now, having contacted Nightwing with his Duke from Wear Testers, they both said go true to size. I can't tell you how this shoe fits, and it is engineering really cool and very unique. So if we take a look here, you actually have some elastic coming all the way through. So that's kind of holding you down, as well as this whole part of the shoe is actually very formed, has a lot of padding, and actually kind of firm. So if you have a high instep, there are going to be concerns with possibly pushing down too hard. Now, if you have a wide foot, same thing. I do have a wide foot. This was causing some issues for me after the first few runs, but I can say because this is a little bit too long, this isn't quite where it would be if it was my size. So I don't want to give any notion that, hey, this is not wide foot friendly, because I think it will be. The whole shoe is prime knit, and it's really trippy because there's no adjustments. Like, this shoe fits you or it doesn't. Now, because it's prime knit, because it's so stretchy, I think it is going to work with a lot of people's foot, but there's nothing to do. You literally just put it on. Like, that's it. It's like putting on Crocs. Like, for if you own a pair of Crocs. But this elastic in the back actually kind of pulls you in. This is pushing you down, and it does have a really firm heel cup actually going all the way through. So it has a really strong heel cup where it's really pushing you back into the shoe, and it's using this aggressive elasticity here and the heel cup in the back to really keep you in the shoe, which is why they can get away with not having any real structure up here. Now, you can hear that it is still prime knit, it is still soft, but it does have a little bit of rigidity to it. And same thing, if you go through, it does have areas for high wear. You can kind of see the Adidas 3 stripes kind of elegantly sewn in there. But it is a very cool shoe. Again, they should have a wider release come January. And this is a shoe that I would have loved to see Adidas record it as they give this to Trae Young, as they gave this to Zach LaVine and said, hey, try it on. And make a commercial of that, because as a professional basketball player, as anybody plays basketball, you got to look at the shoe and be like, no, man, I'm going to get hurt. Like, no, trust us. Just put it on and play. This thing holds up. The support, the fit is actually surprisingly good. Reviewing shoes, obviously cushion is a huge issue. What I look for, obviously with Sneaker Gears, we have our insole coming out. Guys, they are on the way from the factory for whoever who's watching this, and we'll have a video on that coming soon for Christmas. But the cushion is one of the big factors outside of, obviously, how does this fit, on why I really wanted to get this shoe, and was fortunate enough to get this on launch day. Now, this cushion is what Adidas is calling Light Strike. And you can kind of see it uses a kind of a rectangular pattern going all the way through the shoe. It is full length. It is consistent. It does have a nice fluidity to it from heel to toe. But they're just calling it Light Strike. It's EVA, y'all. Like that's it. I don't... Maybe Adidas can contact me and say I'm wrong, but this feels exactly like your D-Rose. Oh, God, what is this? The 4? The 5? Forgive me, guys. I think the D-Rose 5 was the first one with the boost. So the D-Rose 4. Really similar. And what I mean by that is the EVA in this, or they're calling it Light Strike, it has 0 energy return. There is no bounce back. When you're running, it has a kind of a dead feeling. So it is meant to feel a little bit quicker to the ground, which is great. Now, unlike Bounce, Bounce has a little bit of bounce back, but it's a little bit lighter than your Boost. Boost has, I would say, the most energy return, but obviously it can be a little bit heavy. Now, my personal experience, obviously being a bigger guy, Bounce doesn't have the impact absorption that I'm comfortable with. These actually did a really good job absorbing impact. The problem I have with it is if you're looking for a quick feeling shoe, the Kyrie 4 is almost the hallmark. The cushion on this is something where you feel quick, it feels firm, close to the ground, but it absorbs the impact. So playing with these back to back, this is something where I felt quicker in the Kyrie 4s, but on any movement, I still have the same impact protection. So I can see how this fits into Adidas's lineup, because this is going to be definitely more of a guard-centric, quicker style foam, but it's not really that much. Honestly, it felt very similar to what they used to use with the EVA, but now they're just calling it Light Strike. All in all, a really cool shoe. I think this is something that with all the different colorways they're going to have coming out, this is Adidas's flagship, which is kind of funny considering this is not using their Boost cushioning, it's using their Light Strike. I'd love to see a version of this with Light Strike. I'd love to see a version of this, with Boost. And the traction on this, it did take some break-in period. Even though it's the same as the Harden 3, same outsole, it wasn't until probably the 3rd session of play where this kind of broke in and was playing a little bit better for me. That being said, it's okay. I was hoping for more. Now, not having laces is really cool. Slipping them on is really nice. And I think Adidas succeeded where Jordan brand kind of fell flat in their face with Fast Fit, where this is something you can literally just slip on. It's a little bit harder to get off, but nothing we haven't experienced with. And I think I didn't even talk about it, but even your KD9 was kind of that same thing. Really hard to get on, and you almost didn't need to use laces. Well, Adidas just took that to the next level. No laces, simple to put on, it works. Go true to size, and if you're looking for something quick feeling, I think you're going to be happy with it. So hopefully I'll have a full performance review once I get my size, and hopefully it's something that I can enjoy a little bit more. Obviously, this being a little bit big, there's some caveats in there that, again, that's not the shoe's fault. I have to get the right size. But all in all, guys, hopefully this is something that helps you. If you are looking forward to getting this shoe, this is going to give you some details on what to look forward to. If you like that video, please give it a thumbs up, click subscribe below, and kind of put the alert icon for any new videos coming out. As always, I really appreciate you guys. If you have any questions or comments, please shoot them below. I definitely would try to respond to any questions or comments you guys are looking for. This is Levi with Sneaker Years, and I'll come back at you later.